G'day guys, and welcome back to Otis the Great YouTube channel. So in this one today guys, we're going to be ranking teams from definite contenders, possible contenders, pretenders, and not a chance. So to get things started guys, if you haven't watched my AFL one and you're a fan of AFL, please go check it out. You'll see sort of what the go is for this video, but I guess as you go along with it, you'll see anyway. So let's get started by putting the teams that I think are not a chance, but I'll do it in a way that of teams that are close to the 8 first, like close to making the finals in my opinion. So I think the Knights are not a chance. I don't see them making the 8, but I see them around the 9th, 10th spot, as well as probably the Dragons and the Warriors and the Cowboys. That'll be followed by the Broncos, the Tigers, and the Bulldogs. So that leaves us with, I think that's 9 teams remaining. Oh, I don't know. It's tough. Might leave the Knights in this. Okay, so let's we'll pop the Titans in here. I'm more confident about the Knights making the finals than I am the Titans. I just think with the Dragons having to rest the players they have been, losing Paul Vaughan, I think they're going to struggle now. I actually think they'll probably finish a bit lower than the Warriors. Yeah, that's probably going to be not a chance for me. Pretenders, let's talk about this. So Knights are definitely a chance. They'll probably be around that 8th, 9th spot. I think it all depends on how they go at the end of the season, but I do think that they could definitely push into that top 8. But yeah, this down here is probably my confirmed top 8 now. Another team that I think are pretenders are the Sharks. I think they will they'll slot into the finals, but I don't see them doing too much in the finals. I think they'll probably fall out first round. So yeah, the Sharkies are there for me. Raiders, as much as it hurts me too, because I really like Canberra, definite pretenders for me. They won't cause much of a threat in the finals unless they finish 6th, which I highly doubt it, and get a home final. But yeah, I don't see that happening, so Raiders are a pretender for me. And then to round it up, the Roosters. I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but I've got the Roosters as a pretender as well. I hate the Roosters, cannot stand them. However, I do feel really sorry for them. The injury toll that they've suffered this year is just, it must be tough as a Roosters fan to see all your players out. That sucks, and yeah, I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest, but yeah, I think you'll be close to contenders, but just with the roster you guys have now with the injuries, I don't see it happening. So you're unfortunately a pretender for me. These 5 teams I think will be the definite ones that can contend. So let's put the obvious 2 up here. They're the 2 to beat. They're the benchmark. They will probably be the grand final teams. Next up, I'm actually going to put Manly. Huge Rabbitohs fan, as you can see by the hat. Love the Rabbitohs, but I think Manly are probably the only team at the moment in form. If Tom and DCE are healthy, that can topple these 2. Manly are probably the best chance at it, followed closely by the Rabbitohs. If the Rabbitohs are on, and you know their left side is lethal. If Alex Johnson's back, which he should be in about 2 weeks, I think, Rabbitohs can definitely beat these teams. Literally the only 2 teams they've lost to are the Panthers and the Storm. And I think if it came down to it, I reckon the Bunnies could end up beating one of these teams. Probably Panthers more than the Storm, but yeah, finally, the Eels. I think they could probably crack one of the two teams. Yeah, that's it's pretty much my list there. I think if we were to move any teams up, Warriors and Dragons would probably be the only two I could move up from that. I don't think any of these teams will sneak into the 8. I actually probably don't think the Warriors can either. The Dragons are one that could, but I don't see that happening either. Then up into this one. Surprisingly, I actually think the Raiders could move up into there. If they get a good run going home, going to the finals, they definitely could go in with a bit of momentum. And, they can probably challenge these two teams as well. If they're playing their best footy, they can definitely do it. But, yeah, I think the Raiders are probably better off in this row for me. So, I think Manly would be up here. They're probably the only one that can, at the moment, with the form they're playing with, and if Turbo's healthy, they can definitely knock off one of these two teams. I honestly believe that. Much as it hurts me to say, I don't see the Bunnies up here. Would love them to be, as a huge Rabbitohs fan, but you know what? As a content creator, I have to be as unbiased as possible. My biased opinion would definitely have them up here, but we all know how footy goes. I think that's probably the best power ranking I could put at the moment. So if I was to do a power ranking at this point of time, it would probably honestly be that. So that Storm 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. No. I still think the Roosters are probably about there. I mean, the Sharkies have probably overtaken them now though, but yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this one, guys. So if you've seen my AFL one last week, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out, because I actually didn't mind doing that one. And let me know what you thought of this one. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your opinions. Anyway, guys, that'll wrap this one up for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.